record it?
Yeah, okay, go for it.
Ein chayav ad sheyitlenu b'sar. Chapalef Amid Aleph in Makkos. And he's not chayav unless he removes the beard with a razor. Rabbanan taught. Rabbanan ufa'az zekanim lo yigalechu. Torah states regarding Kaihanim, they shouldn't shave the corner of their beard. From here, someone might think that even if he shaved the corner with the scissors, he'd be chayiv. In the chayiv, Talmud Leimer lo sashchis. Torah says elsewhere, you shall not destroy. Teach you. Eloi sashis. And if the Torah had said only you shall not destroy, it didn't say to not shave the corner of your beard. Yaklin liktoi b'malkait or hitni chayiv. You might think that even if you moved it with planes, he'd be chayav. No, I'm sorry. If it only said ufas kadam lo yigalechu, then I wouldn't have known only razor that you chayav. That's why it says leisashkas. And this that it says leishaskas, if it only said that, I would think even if he does it, destroys it with the planes for the wood, he'd be chayav. Talmud lo yigalechu. He therefore says by kaihanim, they shouldn't shave. Was with an instrument used for shaving. So here Shava teaches that two can complement each other. That which is prohibited shaving that involves destruction. So I'm going to say that is with a razor. It shaves and destroys. Got it.
Okay.
Is that for Kaihanim?
This is for anyone, no?
What?
This is for anyone, no?
Yeah.
Mm.
But as I'm why did it say it's Leg Alechu by Kaihanim again? What was by Kaihanim?
Which pasuk was that?
Leg Alechu.
That was by Kohanim?
Hold on one second.
Oh, by Tumah? That was by scratching.
That's all called nearby by plus what I'm learning. And there's other people that are going. So it's
Okay.
okay. I feel licked up in Malkit or hit me chayiv. Eliezer says, even if you removed the corners with the planes, he is chayiv. I just want to check something. When it spoke about by the Kaihanim, what was the context in which it was discussing there that they shouldn't shave? There was something specific to the Kaihanim? Okay, right. Eliezer Omer, I feel licked with Malkit or hit me chayiv. Ma nafshach. What is your desire to say? Either way, Relez's opinion is a problematic. If he learned as Xer Shava, mislated from his Rebbe, in order to get Makkos, you get a razor. So then he should require razor. That's the Gzera Shava he's learning. Iloigam Gzera Shava, if he did not learn through Gzera Shava, therefore we don't know that the first pasuk is teaching the second pasuk, the Mispraim Namilai. Then he should also not be able to use scissors. Because all we know is you're not supposed to shave. We don't, he's not learning out that destroying, he's not learning out like Sashkas. This that it says like Sashkas, we don't know necessarily that it's referring to the shaving. Oh, scissors should also not be permitted. So therefore, we don't know it's just only things that destroy, anything that shaves. So scissors should also not be. How do you come out that you can say the wooden items that he comes out that those wooden items are Yechayev Makkos? How is it one without the other? La'olam Gomer Gzer Shava. He really learns Gzer Shava. And therefore, because they don't destroy it. So he says, "Ksavar Haninami Geruach Avdei." The planes too affects shaving, which means you use the planes to destroy the beard. You're using them for an act of shaving. It's normal implementation of it. Now we're going to come up to the Gemara in which it discusses tattoos. Tattoos. What's the allure for dirtying your skin? What is this?
It's called
What is
tattoos.
this?
Tattoos.
Yeah, tattoos. What are we doing? What's with tattoos? What's the urge? I don't even get that.
It's a style. People think it's cool.
They even had them back in the day, I see, huh?
Oh yeah. I saw someone tattoo with like Hebrew words on it, like a pasuk or something. I mean, come on. Crazy.
Ay, ay,
Yeah, Rashi says, Ksovas kaka, koisif techila, basara basan was sikra, vachakach mukei basar. They would put it on the skin. They would use a type of, not medicine, potion.
I don't know
And,
if there's food there, though.
and then afterwards
I don't know exactly.
they would like chisel it in or something. Use a needle or a knife. And it goes into the skin. Crazy concept how you could just totally put something on your skin and it just remains there.
If I can say that, it's a two-step process
Right, yeah,
where you
that's what
cut the
Rashi, that's what
skin.
the
Yeah.
Rivan, sorry, not Rashi, that's what the Rivan seems to say. And then the Rivan says, Venerable Kol Hayamim, you always see it. It's, it's it's fascinating. A person gets a bruise, a wound, it goes away after a couple of weeks. But yet a person is able to do this. You can't write anything on your skin. Why? Because the pasuk says so. Shem said so.
Dig into the skin, and then the second part is depositing the ink, filling the ink. Order in which you do it is machlekes. Do they put the ink on and
Well,
then dig in?
according to the Rivan, he clearly specifies over here. If you look at the top of the screen, koisif techila al basara.
One puts the dye first.
He clearly holds. Oh, that's a good word for it, to die. Yeah, he clearly holds that you're putting it on first. Yeah.
Okay, I just have to finish because I'm learning now. Okay, and then I'm gonna look because it wasn't on Amazon. I didn't see it there. I can only see it on mommy's phone. Okay, you can ask mommy to bring it. You can bring it to me. Okay.
It's a pasuk in Vayikra. Yud Tes Kaf Ches. Can't do tattoo.
No tattoo. A place of service kaka. One who writes a tattoo. Or kasav kaka. Someone who writes but doesn't prick. Kaka kasav, if he pricks and he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not higher.
Right.
What's coloring? You're putting the dye on? Is the
Yeah.
dye going to stay there? What's shot the dye stays? Is it because it's dug in and it
It
has like
seems
a
like.
crevice?
Seems like.
When
Becomes
it's
part of the
chayiv
skin.
and they put dye on, it wears off? It's different?
Yeah, that goes into the skin and stays there permanently.
Objects of content. There's no Malchus unless he does both. Video with black ink, the other, with a choil or blue dye.
Over here in the Mishnah, it says biyado.
Yeah, it switches it.
Yeah. What's pshat? Why dafka black ink?
Or blue dyes.
Kichol is like a mascara, like a blue.
So the chol davar shu reishim, with anything that makes a mark.
So-
What? What does that mean? Only like a specific color?
right, that's what I'm saying. Who cares? Why specifically those colors?
Yeah, I don't know.
Excuse me.
Shimon ben Yehuda mishum Shimon. Reb Shimon, the son of Yehuda, son of Reb Shimon. Ein chayav sheyichtiv sham es Hashem. He's not chayav unless he writes the name there. And says, the Gemara is going to explain that Shimon ben Yehuda refers to the name of an avodah zarah. Shenamar chseves kaka loy sit mibachem ani Hashem. And you tattoo, you shall not place upon yourselves, I am Hashem.
They
Interesting.
they asked the
Interesting.
question. It becomes relevant for people for Balei Chuvas that if
Yeah.
someone had a tattoo of Hashem's name on himself and
Uh-huh.
now he becomes religious, how is he gonna go to the bathroom? How could he? Uh, or if someone had,
Is there a way to remove it?
right, so even removing it is a problem.
Oh, because it's being covered up. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's removing it is a problem. It's like painful and pretty sure. And there's another Shiloh also. If someone has an inappropriate
Oh, it's not covering it.
statement or picture on his arm where he's putting his tefillin, what does he do? I saw that Shiloh in the Shiloh's Chuvas B'Tzela Chachma.
Is it problematic to remove it because you're inflicting pain?
I think so. Interesting area of halacha.
Oh yeah,
It's a very small area, but
it's applicable. It's applicable.
look, when I go out, I see people with meaning out of the Jewish bubble over here. I go out to the aquarium, the zoos, I go out to the city playground. I see tons of people with tattoos all over. Seems like nothing's changed in thousands of years. People are really into them. And some have dozens and dozens of them.
It's a shortcut to an identity.
Right. Look, if you're not Jewish, it's permissible. So there's a prohibition only for Jews.
Uh-huh. Huh?
So they could do it. There's nothing wrong with them having it.
Right. So maybe when someone's like becoming from, if it's a ger, they want to encourage them to remove it just to be serious. It
Oh
also
yeah,
helps avoid
for
other
sure.
issues.
If someone's gonna convert, they have to. Question is, how do you get rid of it? That's what to look into halachically there.
Oh yeah. Amalei. Rachel b'nei the Rava Ravashi, Rachel the son of Rava said to Ravashi, Zok the Gemara, Ad Yichlev Ani Hashem Mamer, Yehuda, Rishon ben Yehuda, holds that one is not going to get Malchus until he writes, Ad Yichlev Ani Hashem Mamer, until he writes, I am Hashem. Amalei Eloi. Rashi said, no, that's not what Shimon means. For the Tani Bar Kapara, it's like the teaching of a Bryce, which Bar Kapara said, Ein chayev ad sheyichtav shem avodas kechavim. One is not chayev Malchus unless he writes the name of an avodah zarah. The Rambam says it was the custom of the avodah zarah people to mark themselves for avodah zarah
Custom of the Oivdi Avodah Zarah.
by tattooing the name of the idol on the flesh. There's a whole, you'll see when you learn Rambam, Rabbi Sai, it's a whole branch of halachas in avodas kechavim. Nowadays, we don't have this allure to be favor avodah zarah. So Rabbi Shalom shechted that Yitzhahara. But back in the day, it was a real draw. It was
Where's that
alluring.
Gemara? Yuma?
Yeah?
End of the second to
Mhm.
last parak. You remember the daf? What was it?
Mhm.
Samach Tes, right?
Could be.
Yep. Samach Tes on the base. Yep.
It says you have to write I am Hashem. I'm a lay light. Honey back apart. In Chayiv, Ad Sheyich Shem Avodas Kechav. Shenemer Tzayvis Taka Leitziknu V'Chem Ani Hashem. It says, if a tattoo shall not place yourself, I am Hashem. Ani Hashem Le'achar. So it teaches you not that you shouldn't write Ani Hashem, but you only get Malchus, not when you write Ani Hashem, it's when you tattoo the name of any god that's false on your flesh. So, I mean, you're not supposed to write on your arm Ani Hashem, but if you do, it doesn't, he's saying that you don't get Malchus. Amar Rav Malkia, Amar Rav Adabar Ahava. So Malkia said the name of Adabar Ahava. Asaloi la'adam shitin afer mikla agabe makasai. A person is forbidden to put mikla ashes on his wound to heal it. Mikla ashes are burnt, koloi. Blackened ashes from the wood used as fuel in a stove. Kaka.
Yeah,
Because it appears like
the
tattooing.
Rivan says that it seems to stay for a longer, even after a longer duration of time. Huh?
Bring me the phone. 1 second. Bring me the phone. I'll take a look.
Rivan,
Ashes. Yeah, the Revon says it stays longer.
yeah.
Uh-huh. What about tomorrow? We eat ashes with the egg. Is
Yeah.
that
It's to remember the Churban.
what should the island be learning on Keshav night? Which Gemaras?
I mean, you have
Which
the Kamsa, Bar
Svarim?
Kamsa, you have Moed Katan.
What about Mayat Kat? Where Mayat Katan?
You can learn the Moed Katan.
The whole thing?
Stay with the part that deals with the Avelis. The beginning is Chol Moed, later is Avelis. If you want the exact locations, we have beginning of Simon Tov Kuf Nun Dalid. We discussed that. The exact areas that you're allowed to learn. You're allowed to learn all of Hilchos Tisha B'Av also. You're allowed to learn Sefer Yuv, Eicha, Mefarshin. There's plenty to learn.
Mhm. One second for blood. This is what you got left? No. I don't know if mommy ordered it, right? So pretty. Wow. Okay, she's in good health. It's Ras Hashem. To only be in good health. It's Ras Hashem. Okay. Even though the medicine is working, it's hard and it pricks the area of the wound and eventually leaves a mark. Any other type of acid dust is mutter says the Mizan. Maul, citing the Ritva, cited by the Ritva, says Malkia said Mikla ashes because they were the most commonly used. However, he indeed prohibits all types. The Ritva adds that this issue is only rabbinical in nature, designed to prevent the appearance of wrongdoing, because it appears like fertility. Okay. Yama mama 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 mama. Yama mama. Right. Mateo. There was another Amira with a similar name, Rev Malkiyai. They were confused with each other. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So who was Ramalkia and who was Ramalkiel?
Yeah, the
Not
Gemara
to
is
be
gonna say sorry.
confused with Ramalkiel from Lakewood. Halachas concerning the spit, maidservants, and pores were issued by Rav Malkiel. And Beloiris, Efer Mikle, Gvina, Rav Malkiel. And the halachas concerning the locks of hair, the ashes, and the cheese, that was Rav Malkiya. Rav Papa Oim, Aman. Masnis and Masnis Rav Malkiya. The rulings that concern the Mishnah of Raisa were stated by Rav Malkiya. Shma Tosa Rav Malkiya. The teachings about Amoraic statements were stated by Rav Malkiya. Wasn't specific things. It was weird they were teaching it. The Simnach and your mnemonic for which rulings Masnisa Malkasa. The Tanaic statement is a queen, Malkiya. So you know that Blaisis and Mishnayis quoted is from Malkiya. Because Masnisa Malkasa. My Benayu, what's the difference between Rav Nachman, the son of Rav Ikka, and Rav Papa? Ikka Benayu Shvachos. Difference is this that we said about Shvachos, which is discussing a Mishnah. Normally, that would have been Reb Malkiah. Right, according to Reb Nachman, he says Reb Malkiah is the one who discusses Shvachos. According to Reb Papa, if it's a Mishnah, then it's Reb Malkiah. And therefore, that's the Be'ik Benayu. The Marek statement is a queen vis-a-vis the Marek statement. Okay. The Gemara resumes its discussion of rabbinic extensions to the Isser against tattooing. Rabbi Bar Kafir Afilu Arivta Dichu Silta. Rabbi Bar agreed with Ramaki's ruling above and was insistent that mikla ashes not be placed even on a tiny puncture of a lancet in the skin. because it would appear like tattooing a lancet is a little prick. You know, diabetics, when they take their blood sometimes, be a little prick. It's a small little prick. And he says, even in that case, Aviva Baravaya agrees, even on a tiny puncture, you can't put the ashes on because it looks like tattooing. Ravashi Amar, Kol Makam Sheish B'Shem Maka, wherever there's a wound, you're allowed to put the mikla ashes in it because Makkos Mechiach love. The wound proves about it. So it's not even, you can see that it's medicinal. Other one says, yes, I know it's medicinal, but you still cannot do it. And then we got up to the next Mishnah.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really discuss the details of all of those cases in the Gemara. The Shvod, Shvachos, Kumos, lawyers, if Mikla and Gavina. Just pointing it out. The
Should we?
Rivan spends most of the real estate of the Rivan on this page discusses those cases that we kind of didn't really go into what they were.
Tell me one. Tell me one.
What's the case of the Shvod? It's the spit, right?
Yeah.
Talking about, so if you cooked it with you cooked meat on it. He's talking about on Yontif, the Gemara and Beitza. So now after when you're done and the meat's off, you can't move that. It's muktzah. There's no purpose.
Uh-huh.
So Rav Malkio says the Rivan. In the name of Ravada says Shoimtu Manicho Bekeren Zavis. You just leave it in a corner.
Huh?
You slip it out. Slip it out, leave it in a corner.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. All of these have cases. Just saying.
Okay, tell me something about Tisha B'Av, please. We'll start the mission next time. What do we have on Tisha B'Av?
Tisha B'Av. You have to realize it's a
Yeah,
serious time. Can't be taken lightly. And you
not be taken lightly.
have to realize that all of the people and everything gets affected. The way that Eretz Yisrael is run, all the people that are not following the proper path, all of the people who are off or unspiritually connected, even to extend that all difficulties in the world are an outgrowth of that we don't have a base of mikdash, we don't have korbanos, we don't have avoda, it's all fake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a serious thing that we're missing. We're missing. We have to think about it. It's the main thing. Realize, any generation that Beis Hamikdash isn't rebuilt, it's as if it was destroyed in that generation. We have to tackle the root of the issue. To tackle those issues. Why is it not getting rebuilt? Sinas chinam, baseless hatred, baseless. You have to tackle that. Lashon hara, derogatory speech, etc.
Thing as base hatred, where it's even though
Baseless,
it's not base.
baseless.
What's meant as baseless? What does that mean?
For no reason. If there's a reason, then there's a reason for it. Someone tries to kill you, you
And,
gotta retaliate. Self-defense, you gotta hate that. Right? That's not baseless.
uh-huh,
The difference.
right.
Derogatory speech, slander for no reason, all these issues. It's part of sinas chinam. Chafetz Chaim wrote his
Uh-huh.
book. You have to tackle all this. People aren't gonna know what you can say, what you can't say if they don't know the halachas. No one learns the halachas.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. Something to think about.
Be
Anyways,
nicer. Have to be kind to people.
yeah.
Kamsa by Kamsa, invite everyone.
That's right.
Don't just
That's right.
get Abbasidum.
That's right. I guess we'll resume Sunday. It's already, what is it? It's Tisha B'Av Wednesday night. Thursday's mostly Tisha B'Av. Erev Shabbos, Sunday.
And that's Hashem.
Now
I'll
you
see
see
you
why
then.
now you see why I made the cheshbon. Uh, whatever. Okay.
Okay, so you'll send me the recording whenever?
Yeah, yeah,
We
I'll
can
send
do
it
it
to you. Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's
okay.
fine. Okay,
Okay.
Shkai,
Okay,
have a
gotcha.
safe
Okay, sure.
trip. Okay, let me know.
Okay, sure.
Thanks, bye.